Hey everybody, this is Jeff here with C-Werx and Community Works program here at T-Werx, and want to tell you a little bit about our Community Works program. We are, always trying to reach out. That's a big part of our business, and making sure that we reach out to nonprofits in our community, look for ways to help. It's a way for small businesses that maybe one or two people that as a group we come together and we can have a much, much larger impact on our community by joining together as a business group. So that's been something that's been part of T-Werx from the very, very, very beginnings. And actually one of the first organizations that we highlighted was Kristen's organization, excuse me. This is Kristen Huguley with Texas Humane Heroes. And I think you guys were our third? So it's like, so. Yeah, I think it was the third time we supported a nonprofit through one of our luncheons. We had a whole month where we collected things and really highlighted Texas Humane Heroes. So it's fun to come back and hear what changes and what new things are going on. Kristen, can you tell us a little bit about how Texas Humane Heroes got its start?
Sure. We started back in 1979, believe it or not. So we've been saving lives for a long time. Mm-hmm. Back then, the organization was foster-based. So I guess I should start with Texas Humane Heroes is a dog and cat adoption center. So if you want to come adopt pets, you can come to our location in Leander. But we did not initially have a location. So people fostered the animals in their homes before they went to their forever home. And then we moved and had the county contract. So that meant that our organization was government funded. And any strays that were found in the area, owner surrenders, they came to our location. And unfortunately, some of the government facilities, they struggle to reach a no-kill status, right? And that's what our organization was. And in 2007, we decided we're going to become private, a no-kill nonprofit organization. So that's what we've been since then. We've saved over 20,000 dogs and cats, and that means we've saved over 20,000 people, in my opinion, because we all know what joy it brings to your life to have a pet in your home. And so that's how we got our start and where we are today.
So how did you get involved with it?
Well, I started initially as a volunteer.
Okay.
So I signed up to go play with the cats at PetSmart. We have,
life is rough.
Our cats are housed at PetSmart locations. Not everybody knows this. So we do have our cats there 24/7 in a couple different areas, right here in 1890 Ranch. Also at Balcones and 183, but you can adopt a cat there whenever PetSmart is open. And so I went and I would play and clean the litter boxes, glamorous stuff. And then joined the event committee at Texas Humane Heroes, so helping to fundraise through events. And the executive director mentioned that there was a job opening in the marketing department. And I have wanted to work for a nonprofit for a very long time. I've been involved with nonprofits my whole life. I was raised, thankfully, by parents that taught me the importance of giving back to the community and being involved. And so it's just a real passion piece for me. And it was a great opportunity. And so I started there, and I've been working there, how many years now? 4 years almost. Okay. And in the executive director position now, leading the organization. Very, very exciting place to be. It's a fun place to be, and we get to see happy connections every day. What better thing than that?
And your space out there has grown massively in the last few years.
Yeah, so we have 22 acres, and again, like you said, we're right around the corner. We're off of Crystal Falls by Rouse High School. There's a new fire department beside us too, so if we need safety, they're right there. But we have an area with our adoptable dogs, we have our cats in the house area. And what's unique about our place with the cats too is they're not necessarily in a small kennel area. They have condos.
Oh, nice.
So they can stretch out, look outside. Some of our cats have the opportunity to go indoor, outdoor, which is really fun. We have a catio. So we also have a clinic, which some people might not know. Okay. So on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we offer low-cost spay-neuter surgeries to the public. Nice. And that's also when we alter the animals that we're going to adopt out as well. And we have a vaccination clinic too. So there's a lot of different things there at the facility. We'd like a running trail eventually where people could run our animals. We've got the space. So.
You definitely do. Because you're about a quarter mile off the road, it seems like. So.
Yeah, and we also have a location in Killeen too. So I just want to make sure people know that as well.
Exactly. So what are some of the challenges that you face, being a no-kill shelter? I mean, you get the older animals and things like that.
So, the way our organization brings our animals into our adoption program is you have some of our local shelters, right, like Austin Animal Center. They're government funded, and they take in what I was talking about, what we were previously, where they get in all the strays and the owner surrenders. We actually go to shelters like theirs, and when they're saying we're overcrowded, we're out of space, we might have to euthanize, and we bring animals into our adoption program.
Okay, nice.
So that's where we get our animals from. We work in over 36 counties throughout Texas with over 70 different shelters to help them avoid euthanasia, basically, with some of these animals. So some challenges, some different areas that we could use help, always volunteering, right?
Okay.
I mean, that's with all nonprofits, I think, but especially when you have animals' lives involved, there's a lot of care that goes into that. You know, it's 365 days a year, too. We always talk about that when we have someone interviewing. You know, you might have to work on Thanksgiving, you know, because
Or
we still
Christmas,
have, right, because we still have to go in and take care of the animals.
Sure.
And really with Christmas right around the corner, if anyone wants to come out Christmas Eve and Christmas Day and help us clean and feed and take care of the animals, so our team members can get out and go enjoy time with their family too. We also have a fun Home for the Holidays program. And so that's where you can foster one of our dogs from the 23rd to the 26th. Gets them out of the kennel environment into a nice cozy warm home for the Christmas holiday, and again alleviates some of the care that is needed by the staff and volunteers.
Absolutely brilliant on your part. Just take the puppy home during Christmas.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe they say.
Wink, wink. Yeah, just take the puppy home. It'll be fine. Yeah. But we want them back on the 26th.
You know, we do say if you want to adopt and make them part of your
Brilliant.
family.
The
we
marketer
love-
in you, I see how this works.
Love for that to happen.
So if I wanted to volunteer, what's the process? How does it work?
You go online to our website, so humaneheroes.org, and there's at the top we have How Can I Help? And there's a drop down there, and volunteer is one of them.
Okay.
And so you can register on our website, and you'll have some different paragraphs and stuff that you need to read through to understand kind of our program a little bit. We do have a $10 donation to be a volunteer that gets you a t-shirt and helps with the insurance that we have for our volunteers. And you do need to be 14 to be an official volunteer. That's important for people to know. Safety with the animals, right? But so you just sign up there, then you'll create an account on what's called Volunteer Mark. So Volunteer Mark is a website that's pretty cool if you haven't heard of it before, where you can find a ton of different volunteer opportunities with a bunch of nonprofits. Obviously, we want you to find Texas Humane Heroes on there and come
because
help
they're
out.
going to your website to do this.
Yeah. So then you'll look at different opportunities. So you can come and just walk the dogs if that's something that you're interested in. Now we do have a dog handling class. So before you get to walk the dogs, safety first. So we want to make sure that you go through that. And we do have an orientation now so people can learn more about Texas Humane Heroes, which is really beneficial. You can help out in the clinic if you want to do that. We have low-cost vaccination clinics on the fourth Saturday of every month, and we need a ton of help for that. You can help with events, writing grants, anything you can think of with a business. You can do it.
And that's one of the things I was going to make a point of. If you have a special skill,
yes,
that would normally cost money to do, and you're willing to donate that special skill, this lady would love to talk to you. And
Absolutely.
especially in the world of marketing and all those pieces that I know I've referred a couple folks over that you've worked with that have been able to help out immensely and for a very, very low cost a lot of times. So.
Yeah, I mean, as you can imagine, the resources are limited, and the resources that we do have, we want to make sure go directly to the animals. So any help from a business standpoint is highly beneficial to our organization.
From a donation standpoint, both physical and monetary, what are some of the things that you typically, from a physical donation standpoint?
So if you want to donate an item, a lot of times, litter is really good. So wet canned food, we actually have a donor, Cedar Park Overhead Doors. They sponsor our food for the entire year for our animals. So dry food, a lot of times people think, because we're an animal shelter, you need food to feed the animals. Yes, we do, but it's covered by a sponsor. And so there are a lot of other shelters in the area that would love your dry food donation. So please do that.
Food,
But
you
wet
take,
food is
yeah.
helpful,
Okay.
yes. A puppy or kitten formula, those types of items. Always blankets. Fleece blankets work best just because they dry super fast. They're easy to clean and they dry really easily, especially this time of year. It's nice to have that. Toys, anything to provide enrichment and excitement for the animals in our environment. You know, cats. People, we got to think about the cats too, right? Because everybody loves dogs, but I know we have some cat lovers out there. So,
I am one.
yeah, so
that's-
kitty-related items, you know, catnip spray, the little balls, you know, toys, anything like that. We've had some fun. People have actually built cat houses and put them in the kennels, and you can do that just with go online and Google just DIY cat house. But you can take an old cardboard box and cut it out and put enough things in there that the cats will have fun with it.
Yep.
And also provides, you know, quiet space for them to go into when it gets kind of loud in the adoption center. So those types of items are highly beneficial for us. Of course, monetary is always extremely helpful. We do not receive any government funding at all.
That's amazing.
So we rely on the community support to keep going with our mission.
And that's
to
part
eliminate
of,
pet
by
homelessness.
being private like that, then you don't have to, if you take governmental money, you might have to euthanize, and you're not going to.
Right, exactly,
Okay.
yeah. And so right now we have a bunch of different ways for people to get involved. I mean, obviously it's the end of the year, so you can get in your tax deductible donations through Texas Humane Heroes on our website. We have a really fun program. It's called Holiday Heroes, so you can sponsor a kennel.
Oh, nice.
Right now, and it starts at $25. It's 25 to 100, so it's affordable, and you can do it in your name, or if I wanted to do one for you and send it to you for Christmas, I could do that,
Nice.
which is a lot of fun. And so there's a lot of different ways that you can give monetarily, but also kind of get something too, which is fun. So those are highly needed. The more funding that we have, the more animals we can bring into our adoption center. Right now, we adopt out about 2,500 animals a year. We have the capacity, we have the space and the capacity to adopt out over 3,000. We just don't have the funding to do it.
Okay. And the financial advisor in me will say this one thing. So if you have appreciated stock and you are looking at, okay, I don't want to pay the capital gains on it, but I want to get a deduction, you can actually donate in-kind stock to Texas Humane Heroes. One of the things that we will do with BK Wealth Consulting, we will help you do that at no cost, and we will do no cost to them. So we want to make sure that if you've got that situation, you've got some property or you've got an appreciated asset that you're trying to get rid of and make a donation or save some money, we're more than glad to help out and make sure we facilitate that for you. It always has to be done before the end of the year, so if you're trying to get this done, you better get it done pretty quick. But we'll definitely be able to work with you to figure out a way to do that. So, wonderful. Thank you so much. How do we get a hold of you?
You can go on our website,
Okay.
humaneheroes.org. We would love for everyone to follow us on our social media.
Okay.
So Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. If you love dog and cat pictures, adorable ones, Instagram's where it's at. We have some amazing photos on there. And it's an award-winning account.
Nice.
We want a dog skirt.
I love this. I love it. Now you need a cat skirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can come by our adoption centers. So again, we're on Crystal Falls, there in Leander, and on Clear Creek in Killeen. And our phone number is 512-260-3602 if you want to call and talk to one of our wonderful team members.
Excellent. Well, we all know y'all love dogs and cats, and we would love to encourage you, if this is something you want to do at this time of the year, this is a wonderful organization to support. And for those of us up here in Cedar Park and Leander, this is right in our backyard. You're the only one up here, right?
There's a couple other.
Others, I think, but they're mainly in Austin, though, right?
There's you have Central Texas SPCA on Baghdad.
Okay.
There's a location there.
All right. But as far as private ones, you're the only one. That's the best part. So support these folks. They are wonderful. They're wonderful people. And even if it just means going out there and walking the dogs or playing with the cats, I'm sure you would love to do that. And I'm sure you can convince her that if you really want one, you can take one home. So thanks a lot, folks. Make sure that you keep an eye on our channel. Make sure that you subscribe under her. And we will be pushing these things out throughout the next several months. Make sure that you are keeping an eye out for that, because there's lots more wonderful organizations, but I can't think of a better one right now to say this is a huge support for our community and the animals of our community. So thanks, and have a great day.